they might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They should take it to 10.
Hey.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all. Honey, y'all. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on the track when they tackle like damages. Play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Me and my water, you guaranteed. Emergency tour, black, wet, tears. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready? 53, Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
From the gun, here's Newton. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check, 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 check. I got motion. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
20, 180, 53 is the mic. 8. Watch the ball. 36, 36.
On 2nd down. It's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Push it back. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Jackson. 38 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Falcons 0. Brandon McManus set to
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be 2?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He gets it to Cooks. And some room to maneuver. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Cooks. 36 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll set him back 5. McManus now for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Let's go now. 54. Hey, no one. 54 back. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch the screen. SOS. 55. Check.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
$13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Jackson steps away. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Now a give, right side. Logan. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
You better be afraid of me. You express me.
From the end zone, Newton looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Express. Mike 53. Danny. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. In your face.
From his end zone, Newton on 3rd and long. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. And that's complete to Cooks. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Gun. 53, check 53. Here we go, D.
Newton to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. John Simon, his 2nd sack of the night.
You can't stop me.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gun. Mike, 53, Mike. Cut. Check, crunch. Watch out. Express!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So the safety, obviously a big play, but now the offense, maybe they feel pressure to score with the defense doing something like that.
And it's good pressure because they put them in a nice spot now, having scored the points on defense, turn the ball back over to them. You're right, there's pressure to score, but they feel good about their chances.
That's good. They like that pressure. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 64 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Mike, number 53. Mike. 20. We got it.
On first down, Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Newton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On the carry, it's Logan. Oh, fighting off the defender. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Big hold of the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And some room to work. And he cuts it back right, and he's got... And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Seth Roberts, 58 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now a first down throw for Newton. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
53's the Mike. 53, check. Come on,
On 3rd down, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Yo.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Out. Switch.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check your hot read. 66, pull it, hot. Ball trot. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You got nothing to that. Go. You got nothing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check it out.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
And defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 36.
From the 36, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. You're set, ready? Mike. Watch the out. Express! Go get him!
Third and long, it's Newton. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Switch, switch, switch. Gun. Over. 53's the mark. 53, check that.
From the 17, Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
53, Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Motion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Bandit. Check.
From the 29, Newton. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson forced out to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mike 53. You don't want none, baby.
Great.
You don't want it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Taylor, complete, and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Check hot route. Hot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Express! 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Mike 53.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Get in the weight room.
Taylor able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8. The 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They run with Taylor, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now Lutz for the field goal try. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
52's the mark. I'm coming for it.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. It's caught by OBJ. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Logan, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Let's go deep, Tiger. Let's go deep, Tiger.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna gun. Hey, watch edge.
They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Nelson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
58, the mic. Get your swerve on.
Off play action. Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I got you, punk. 58, right over there, right? Mike, 58, right there. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Great. 58 is the mic. Let's go.
Throwing again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Tack McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
53 is the mic. 53. Down to lose 1.
Newton now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check. 53's Mike. Watch the curl. Watch. Go. Mike, 53. Express. 3, Mike. I'm trying to collect. Let's go.
They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Let's go now. Come on. Hey, come on. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Under 10. 10. 80 weapons. Yeah. Hatchet. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Travel. Check. Shoot up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the twist.
On first down, it's Montgomery. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Target. Sponge. No. Get him all. West. Check. Check 9. 8-3. 2-18. Come. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Newton on first down. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Check 56. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Match ball. Mike, we ain't giving up nothing today. Slam. Jack.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I'm going to run you over. Rush in. No take. 56. Here I come. Mike's 56. Too little, Cupcake. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Look small. Zip this. Mike, boys, 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down.
Watch the win. 22 yards. First down, Lions.
Mike 56.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Mike's 56. He don't know no better. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. 66. Pull it. Half. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. They can't hang with us. 25. Check 25. Check 25. That's it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead.
71. Falcons 2. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins, his second sack of the night.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.